Hello everyone. I have an important question for you. What is astrology? Now, many of you might believe that astrology is the horoscopes one might find in a newspaper, but in reality, astrology is simply the practice of looking at the stars and trying to figure out from the position of those stars what the events on Earth are going to be. Basically, using them as a form of crystal ball, if you will. Now, when put like that, obviously, it doesn't create much confidence in the practice of astrology itself. Actually, why not use a crystal ball? Well, the answer to that is far more complex than one might expect. Let's assume that we are not trying to predict the future of some person or of ourselves, but like NASA trying to send a rocket to the moon. Now, how exactly does NASA know where that rocket is going to land? The answer is math. The movement of the heavenly bodies, what we call the stars, is so precise that we can really know at any given point where each of them is going to be. This is why it's so easy to use math. Just send a rocket to space and know exactly where it will arrive. Now, this is something that people have noticed quite a while ago, and this is why they have used astrology instead of crystal balls for the most part, for stuff like predicting the future of a nation, not just of individuals. Also, if one looks at the text from ancient Greece, Rome, India, China, you will find that astrology was quite well respected, unlike today. Well, this is because, unlike a crystal ball, again, we're talking about quite precise movements, and when you know how to interpret those movements, you can, with a large degree of success, predict future events. This is quite similar to using a watch. You never question the ability of the watch to tell the time, even though the arms of the watch and the dial itself are not truly representative of time. Just as a clock is a metaphor for time, one might look at the movement of the stars as a metaphor for fate. Now, I'm not saying that it is all predetermined. That's not the point. The point is that once we know exactly what the calculation is for an individual, we can interpolate exactly where he is headed, just like we can interpolate a rocket's trajectory with a ballistics chart. And basically, that is what astrology really is, a ballistics chart that tells you what is the current trajectory and where it will lead. That is why it is so effective, why it was used prior to things like X-rays and MRIs, when there was no ability to look inside a person to know what really is going on with his body. Now, one might assume that with today's technology, astrology has become obsolete. Basically, why do we need it if we have those same X-rays and MRIs? The truth is that there are many tests which we have yet to develop. We are also unable to predict with current technology whether someone will catch a disease or be in an accident within a certain time frame. but astrology actually allows us to do that. This is why the practice of astrology is so important, because while current technology is developing at a rapid rate, there are still many things we do not know. Thank you.